Hello everyone, Kevin here with me, myself, and my vinyl. Just doing a quick vinyl finds video. Never done one of these before because I haven't done too many vinyl finds recently. Not since the beginning of the year. Haven't had the chance to really get out. Very busy with my work schedule, and just my free time schedule has been pretty busy lately. So stopped into his shop today. This is the second time I stopped in. It's called Retro Sounds Records. It's in Acworth, Georgia. I live in northern Georgia, about 45 minutes north of Atlanta. So it was on my way home from work. I stopped in, talked to the owner, Ken. He was there. They kind of specialize in mostly used. I'd say probably 95% of their selection is all used. So just went in, checked out to see what they had. Wasn't really anticipating on buying anything, but I had about 30-40 minutes to kind of go through. And I'm just going to show you what I picked up today. So alright, so the first thing I picked up today was let's see, I have it here. Is Stevie Wonder's Talking Book. Some say this is probably his best cover album. I have some of his other stuff, but I think this is maybe not his best, but maybe his most well known. See Stevie there. All right, and one thing I never noticed or seen on any other copies of this is, if you can kind of see there on the front cover, there's Braille. Okay, you know, Stevie is a blind man, so I think within talking to Ken, the owner, he told me that on the original pressings they put this in. So it's there on the front cover, and then it's also here on the inside of the gatefold. All right, there you can see a picture of Stevie. There's some liner notes there, track listings, and there's Braille here along it. I don't know if you can kind of catch that in the light, but it's right here. So this is actually in decent shape. The cover is actually in decent shape. One of the sides is gorgeous. The other one is scratched to hell, and I don't know. I paid $1 for it, so I think it's side 1 that has that. So yeah, paid $1 for it. What are you gonna do, right? The next one I see, I'm not too familiar with this. These are kind of blind buys for me. I mean, I've seen them around the VC recently, so you know, that's the great thing about it, is that you get to watch other people and see what their tastes in music are, and you know, they give recommendations out, or if you see a record enough, you kind of, you know, maybe you say, I want to check that out. So again, this wasn't super expensive. This is Rick Wakeman's Journey to the Center of the Earth. I've seen this on a few channels recently, so I know it's prog rock, and there's only 4 tracks on this, but they're each, you know, couple. I think they're all each like 7 minutes or longer. So this is another one. It's not the gatefold, but in taking it out, all right. I mean, it looked to be immaculate. Like, it looked like it had been stored for, I don't know, 25, 30 years just being stored. I mean, it's in pretty good shape. A little bit of edge wear on it, but there's no ring wear or anything. So record looked really good, so I'm excited to give that one a listen as well. All right, this next one I picked up, I saw, this was actually the first one I pulled out. You know, pulled out of the bins, because I watched a video the other day. It's 3 guys that I've been watching recently, all talking about Deep Purple. I believe it was Jeff Witcher, Chris Brophy, and Aaron Muth-Alamere, and they were all talking about Deep Purple. And if there was another person, a 4th person, I forgot I forgot who you were. Sorry about that. But they were all talking about this, and they all picked songs that were off this album, and a lot of them were coming off this album, and that was Deep Purple's Fireball. So I wanted to give this a listen. I saw it. It's got a little bit of ring wear, and somebody, you know, whoever stamped their name on it, like people did of that era. But other than that, looks pretty good. The inside of the gatefold, you know, looks pretty good. And the back cover, it's got a crease here, but a little bit of ring wear. But the cover's in okay shape. But when I pulled this one out, it was like, man alive, this thing looks like it's never been played before. I mean, there's no spindle marks, there's no nothing. The wax it's nice and shiny and clean. I saw one little visual like defect in it, like a little tiny scratch. So I was like, heck yeah. I think he was charging, you know, $20 for this. And I was like, man, this thing looks like it's never been played. He's like, you're right, it hasn't. It looks like it hasn't been played. So thank you to those guys for doing a deep dive into Deep Purple. So I didn't know that I knew as many songs from Deep Purple, and they had as many hits as they really did, because, you know, I heard them on the radio growing up on like the classic rock stations, but I never really knew that some of them were Deep Purple tracks. So looking forward to getting into that one. All right, so this one's probably not very well known. This is technically, I guess they call it a super group, just because it's kind of like a mishmash of, you know, 3 groups combined. But I originally found this band probably in the early 2000s when I was dating a girl, and she had a copy of their like first or second recording. And the name of this band is called The Word. All right, this is Soul Food. This is from, I believe, 2015. Yeah, this says copyright 2015. But he actually had this on in the shop, and I knew immediately who one of the guys who were playing in this was, because they have a very, very distinct sound. All right, my hand's in front of the artwork there, but this is made up of, the one new person I could pick out immediately was Robert Randolph. Now he plays a you know, steel slide guitar, very influenced by him. I believe he grew up in the church, you know, singing gospel music, and his style reflects that. So in addition to Robert Randolph there in the middle, you got John Medeski of Medeski, Martin and Wood. At least that's how I know him. They're kind of like a neo jazz band, Medeski, Martin and Wood, which is, their stuff is a lot different from what's on here. I mean, this is straight up gospel music. It's like going to church. I put this on, I'm like, yeah, I'm there. Like I said, I'm not a huge religious person, so, but I know what gospel music is. And also the last 3 people are, that's Luther Dickinson there, guitar player, Cody Dickinson, and Chris Chew. Now they used to make up the North Mississippi All-Stars, which I'm a fan of as well. I don't think Chris Chew's still in the band. They've since changed bass players, but Cody and Luther play all the time. Luther was playing with the Black Crowes for a little while, so you know, he's a really good guitar player. There's the inside gatefold. All right, there's one, just pictures of them kind of playing together. All right, there you go. And then the other one's kind of like liner notes and stuff. So, you know, it's listed as gospel music, and it definitely feels that way. But there was like one song that had Jesus on it. So, really good stuff. Really good stuff. I highly suggest you check them out. They're worth a stream, I would say, if you know who Robert Randolph is. All right, so this one was like, I've seen this, and this is not typically my genre. I have one more to go, and when I saw it, I was like, holy crap, did I just really see those? You know, flipping through, and I'm like, okay, I know that record, and I pulled it out. I'm like, okay, I knew that a reissue was coming, and I didn't know if it was had come out, just from, like I said, other guys in the vinyl community, or that I've seen this on. But I picked it out. I'm like, okay, not in my wheelhouse, but heck, I'm gonna give it a listen anyway. And I know some of the songs on here. It's not like I don't know the band, but found this. This is a Vulgar Display of Power by Pantera. All right, now I'm not into like metal and that sort of stuff. You know, I like some of it, and I know Pantera. You know, I can tell you where I was when I heard Dimebag died. I was with a bunch of friends in college when I heard that he had passed away, and one of my friends was huge into Pantera, so I knew this record a little bit. But hey, I picked it up. It's the 2011 reissue from Record Store Day. So it's got a nice big gatefold of, you know, the guys all in there. All right. If you can see that. All right. It's got the back cover. I mean, really nice, thick presentation. It didn't have the hype stickers on it. Sorry, JC. But the inside, inner sleeves. The inner sleeves are like, that's a negative of the other, you know, like a photo negative of the all the pictures on the inside, and that's kind of like black and whites right there. So I'm excited to give this a listen. Upon opening it, it looks like it needs a good cleaning, and there might be some, you know, surface noise on it just from some of the scratch, you know, kind of like surface scratches I saw on it. But anyway, probably overpaid for it. No, I didn't know that there was a reissue out already until I looked. But hey, whatever. That's a record that I know is kind of hard to come by, so I went ahead and snagged it. So I'm not like a flipper. I don't do that sort of thing, but I definitely know when I see a record that's highly sought after. You know, maybe I want to give it a listen. Maybe I want to pick it up. So, all right, that was my vinyl finds for today. Again, that was Retro Sounds in Ackworth, Georgia. If I didn't say that, Ken's the owner. And thanks for watching. Bye.